Hello guys, welcome to my vlog. This is the BMW G310rr, the fared 310cc sports bike from BMW and the BMW's most cheapest bike in the segment. And this bike shares engine with TVS Apache RR 310 and the same bike but with different graphics comes in Apache RR 310. Then what is the difference between TVS and BMW? Come in tires. In this BMW has offered us Michelin road tires and in TVS they are giving a radial sports tires, but in radial tires it is more a soft compound tire, so that radial performs more good in than a BMW in highway. It gives more road grip and stability for high speed driving. Another difference between the BMW and TVS are their brakes. The brakes are more sharp in TVS Apache RR 310 because the rotors of the brake is different in TVS Apache RR 310. BMW gives us a stock brake rotors in front and back is 4mm brakes, in front it is 6mm brakes. BMW offers two shades of this bike, and this is the first shade, primary shade in white color, which is known as polar white, and the another shade BMW says it has a black, standard black color, and for this shade you should pay 20,000 extra. Let me show you what features this bike has. Let me on the instrumental console, and these are the cube shaped cut switch gears, and these four switches are used to control this instrument, and this hazard lights and pass lights and indicator switch, and switch quality is so good. And this is the horn of the bike, and this is the kill switch. See, you can see here this bike has single click start. Let me see. And this start. The bike starts in a single click. And this bike has many riding modes. See, let me show you. This bike has riding modes: urban mode, rain mode, track and sports mode. In urban mode, the power of the bike reduces by 40%, and in rain mode by 60%. In rain mode, the ABS, dual channel ABS work. In track mode, the ABS just turn into front brakes, and back brake, the percentage of brake applying ABS is just reduced for the track purpose. In sports mode, this bike opens the full potential of the bike. It gives 33 bhp of power and 26 Newton meters of torque. And let me ride and show you how this bike goes.
From the
turning on the ignition key, turning on kill switch, starting the motor. Very aggressive sound this bike produces with the stock silencer itself. And soon guys, stay tuned, we are going to change the exhaust of this bike to a full system one. We should get down so properly. The ground clearance, see, you can see here, it may be visible. The ground clearance of the bike is so good. Even with pillion, it does not hit down the speed breakers. Brakes are so sharp, and the engine braking is so good in this bike. Very powerful bike, and this powerful bike has a technology called glide through technology. It acts like a cruise control but goes in a minimal speed. Let me show you. For that, the glide through technology only works in the urban mode. Let me change the mode of the bike. Selecting the key switch and riding modes, urban mode, set the ride. It has been changed to urban mode, I think so. No, riding modes, urban set. Yeah, the bike has been changed to urban mode. First gear. See, I have left the throttle, but still the bike cruises in 10 kilometers per hour. And in every gear the bike goes to the bite point in urban mode. Let me change to second gear, so the bike did not turn off, and going 18 kilometers per hour, 19, and third gear, very comfortably cruising. The engine does not rumble and stop. fourth gear the bike goes to 30 kilometers per hour, I think so. Fifth gear, sixth gear. Without the struggle, the bike goes in 40 kilometers per hour in urban mode. Let me make a U-turn. See, the gear down is so aggressive, so aggressive, and the bike is so refined. Let me pull in urban mode. The power in urban mode reduced when compared to sports mode. The bike does not act as an very aggressive bike. But in sports mode, the power goes to the maximum potential and the bike goes so fast, so fast. Let me again change to sports mode. Sports. See, the instrumental console change. Let me put in track mode. In track mode, the bike also shows the time lapse of the bike, and the instrumental cluster change fully. Okay, the bike is so good, and this is one of the most India's favorite bike, 300cc segment bike for tuning and racing in track purpose. This bike has very large potential, and it is locked in this bike. If we tune it like for a track race, it can go up to 180 kilometers per hour easily, 180, 190, and 33 bhp becomes 40 bhp easily. After we should change the downpipe and tune the ECU and TCU of the bike. Then we should place a full system exhaust, so the full potential of this bike opens in track. And guys, this bike has two-way projector lights. For low beam also a projector, for high beam also a separate projector, which is like in KTM RC and R15, only one light blinks at the time. If you turn on the high beam, the low beam cuts, and if you turn on the low beam, the high beam cuts. But the advantage of this bike is, using high beam, both the lights, low beam and high beam projector, turns on at the same time, so that for touring and night time it is very useful, and you can take this bike without any accessories for a long drive. And the seating position also, when compared to RC390 or other RC bikes and R15, this bike is so upright, and the foot pegs is straight at 90 degrees, so that you can travel without a pain seamlessly to a long distance travel. And easily you can take this bike to 600 km, 700 km in a single day stretch. Easily you can take this bike to 600 and 700 kilometers in a single day stretch, and tour with this bike easily. And see, the highway cruising speed is very good, and the bike is so refined, and the vibrations are so minimal, and the fuel capacity of this bike is something around 11 liters tank, and the bike gives mileage of 20 inside the city, and up to 25 and 30 depends upon the riding style of the rider on the highway. And one of the powerfulest 310cc bike, this bike. And the pillion comfort in this bike is not so great, but when compared to RC and R15, this is the best seats for the pillion, and the pillion can easily travel with us for a short distance travel, and the long distance, even in any sports bike, it is very tough to travel long distance with the pillion. And the most famous segment in track racing in India is the 300cc segment. This bike holds a champion for last 5 years in TVS Apache RR 310. But the BMW also has the same bike with different branding, but for the BMW we should pay more than 40,000 for this paint scheme and their brand value. As like Toyota and Maruti Suzuki, Toyota has Toyota iCross, and Maruti Suzuki has same vehicle as Maruti Suzuki Invicto. Only the branding is different, but Toyota has more reliability and the brand value than when compared to Maruti Suzuki, so that people always go for a Maruti Suzuki one. Same as this Apache RR 310 TVN Bro, the owner of this bike, gave me to ride and take a review of this bike. And soon we will change the exhaust of this bike, and I will make a video of it, and I will post it. So follow me on YouTube and Instagram, guys, so that you will get more automotive contents easily, and you will like it soon. Thank you.